We're just playing with Melanie C, Sporty Spice, and I was thinking maybe we should wake her up and see if she'll play the piano for us. Would you like that? Come with me. Melanie, it's Stephanie. Will you wake up for our friends and practice your piano? Hi, Stephanie. I love playing piano. Thank you. That's a great idea. Okay, let's go downstairs and try it. Going downstairs. It's nice and relaxing, eh? And Makoto's enjoying it. Hey, Makoto. Hi. See Makoto at the window? Hi, Makoto. So that's what we do in our playtime. We just let Melanie play her piano, and we just play along, hopes that everybody's happy. Thanks for watching.
Wow. We definitely need out of here. Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. It wasn't a gospel, bro. I lift up this turn of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man. As if you thought it couldn't get no worse. First video clip we had.
We're just playing with Melanie C.
Of this Edomite guy.
Sporty.
Says he goes viral for identifying as a 6-year-old transmission girl. Now, this is what you call sick, okay? Sick mentally and infested with demons. Now, if you understand demonic possessions, Esau deemed them as mental illnesses, okay? Maybe somebody's suffering from schizophrenic or schizophrenia, borderline personality disorder, which is extreme bipolar disorder, or bipolarism. You have ADHD. You have all forms of so-called deemed medical terms for mental illnesses, but really it's just demons. Okay, even Yahweh Shai, when the men pretty much was bound by chains and feathers of iron and barbells, he basically broke loose the chains. Strong men couldn't bound him because of the amount of demons he had on him. And oftentimes he was cutting himself, throwing himself in the fire, in and out of the fire, trying to commit suicide and screaming in the tombs and so forth. That was an unclean spirit. And it's the same thing as we're seeing today. Like these particular individuals we seeing here will be deemed unclean, but not fit for, they would be fit for judgment. Okay. Individuals like this will literally be straight up put to death on the spot, because according to the scriptures, you're supposed to do away with this type of behavior because, you know, ultimately this is confusion. The scriptures say so we should put away evil in Israel. So these three niggas, okay, which this is so crazy because for the simple fact, this is your modern day O Block. I'm not saying this is O Block, but this is basically what the gang members are doing, man. Okay, these same freaks of nature, these niggas, man, that's terrors upon the world, shooting up your neighborhoods, snatch and grab Kia boys, O Block lights or O Blocker lights, whatever you want to call these fucking Gen Zs, these 230s. This is a sick issue, and this is how you know Yahweh Shai is on his way. Okay, because when a society gets to the point of being this totally degraded, that's how you know that deliverance is on its way. And it can only go so far, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not gonna let this continue to go on. I mean, these are clearly Israelites, all right? Supposed to be princes of power, sons of the Most High, and look at them. You know, they out here on some tummy tuck, some halter top wearing shit, man. And this is just sheer wickedness. And the crazy part about it is the fact that women, they like this shit, man. Like the little degenerate women they deal with, the eyelash bandits, the what do you call them, the Barbies and shit, man. Them little young high school chicks, you know, with the long candy hair, with the 2-foot eyelashes and the 3 feet nails and so forth. These are real men to these people, man, to these women. And these be the same niggas that'll pull a blicky out on you. These are the niggas that 17 shots, 30 shots, 100-shot drums. These be the same cats that be ton RPGs on YouTube in the form of Chiracology, man. Chirac. And this is what this world has become to under the rulership of Esau Edom. Proves that he's unfit for rulership. Because in our kingdom, we ain't gonna never have nothing like this, man. Now, I don't know what the fuck this is. Maybe there's some type of hormones or some shit, some type of breast shit. I don't know. You know, I don't know the procedure of undergoing the treatment to grow breasts or the hormones and so forth that men take. You know, these particular, I forgot what they call them, but basically they're called like the therapy hormones or something like that, that allows men to pretty much become as women, you know, and it harness misfits like this. You see what I'm saying? So this place got to go. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no justification. This is clearly off, and the Lord is pissed off at this goddamn place, man. All right, and it needs fire ASAP, because this is the way of the world. This is the future. Okay, our children, they're all being attacked by this, and this is what our children have to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Those of you brothers out there that may have children, this is what you have to look forward to, man. Okay, this is what they're secretly teaching our kids in the public food system. Kids hour, you know, Furbies and shit, man. You know, I seen one video that basically a woman, she identified with like some type of I forgot what animal it was, but she identified with a fucking animal, man. Okay. And another one I seen Drag Hour, when the kids was actually on there asking, can kids be drags too? And then you had the guy in the background, well, sure, there can be drags. Matter of fact, we have drags and such and such. It's kids, man. But when you speak out against this shit, then all of a sudden you're ostracized, man. You're put on trial. You look down upon. And the people that justify this behavior, like the scriptures say, whoever condemn the righteous by justifying the wicked, even he is an abomination. You're going to be straight up destroyed. Like, this is a grown-ass man, rod intact, most likely. Still got the man voice. Pissed standing up, you know. This man is probably the fucking CEO of your corporation. He probably is cutting your paycheck, giving you raises. He probably the one that wrote your manuscript on how to be a better banker or some shit. But yet, this is what they're doing behind closed doors. And now it's out in the open. It's ridiculous, man. Get that crap off my screen. But this is the book of Jeremiah 51. And I'm going to start at verses 8. Matter of fact, it started 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of our wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Okay, this is part of the wine. Okay, what you just saw on the screen there, on the video, and them jakes in the picture, this is the wine that the other nations are drinking, man. You know, like I was speaking to my fucking physician today, man. You know, a little checkup appointment. You know, and he may be from Korea or he may be Malaysian. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They all fucking look alike. You know, there's no offense to you sisters that may be Israelite foreigners that may look like another ethnicity, but it's kind of hard to tell the difference between North Korean, South Korean, Asian, you know, and Vietnamese. You can kind of tell that they're a little darker, and I could tell the difference between Chinese and Japanese. But they all one and the same. Okay, just like Ephraim and Manasseh, you can't tell them apart. And just like to Edomites, all niggas look alike. Okay, so Salaki, you know. But there's no offense. But basically, I was saying, look, America is the problem of the world. And he agreed with that. He said, yeah, America is a big problem of the world, you know, with his little Korean accent or whatever. But they are a very big problem of this world, okay? And we're reading it here. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of our wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. They're pissed off, okay? And this is the reason why they want to shoot missiles, because they bought into the democracy. They bought into the fake dictatorship, or the fake democracy, I say. You know, they bought into this world's infrastructure, and then they adopted the philosophies. Because this is what they do. They say, well, look, man, if we're going to bail you out and we're going to give you a chance of the Americanized way of life, then you have to accept our way of life. You know, like going back into the history of the Greeks, when Alexander built up those cities, like Alexandria and the gymnasiums and so forth. Basically, he wanted to adopt, or he wanted all cultures to adopt the Greek way of living, even their religions. And this is the reason why a lot of Jakes have became Hellenized, because they started to depart from their law, statutes, and commandments. Even Alexander, technically under Alexander's rule, we was able to keep the commandments and worship our power. to a somewhat degree. But Jake said, you know what, fuck all that, man. You know, we want to become full-fledged Greeks. Okay, so that paradigm, that mindset have always been in the mindset of the Edomites, man. You know, so what he tell Moab, what he tell Ammon, what he tell Ishmael, well, if you want to partake in the American way, then you got to fully switch over to the custom of the Babylonian way or the Greekish way. Because this is all Greekish fashion when you go back into the end of the day, from the dress code, from the fucking, the bread and circus, all this stuff. You know, so it makes sense that they will adopt a religion, and this is just getting out of hand. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, so howl for her and take balm from our pain. If so, she may be healed, okay? And she ain't gonna be healed because the Most High is gonna make sure of it. Because when the missiles level this place called America, there's no building this shit back up. Okay, this shithole of a society is gonna go down once and for all and for good. Because once America go down, like they say, the king of the hill, once America goes down, then everything else can prosper. Because we're going to have a righteous ruler, okay, a righteous dictator, the Prince of Peace, the King of Righteousness, which his name is Yahushua in the Hebrew. Not no fucking Christ, man. And you Israelites out there that's teaching that the Lord's name is Christ, may the Most High destroy you, man. All right, just like that simple-ass nigga Nate. May the Most High take your ass out if you don't repent. You know, because that's wickedness, man. Throwing dirt on the Lord's name, teaching Christ. Anyway, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaching into heaven and is lifted up into the skies, meaning the wickedness, man. The Most High has had enough of the fucking wickedness. Okay, to the point the Lord is like, okay, enough is enough. I can't take this place no more. And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is really at that point. Because when these judgments start to come, and more frequently and less far in between, then people are going to start to realize, okay, the Most High is getting ready to make his move. He's pissed off at this place. And rightfully so. You know, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And I'm going to start at verses, let's start at verses 7. It says, therefore, thus says Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. That's profanity right there, man. Profanity ain't saying fuck shit down, fuck you, bitch, hoe, nigga. That ain't profanity, man. That's called harsh words or rude speech. What we showed you, that's profane, because that's clearly outside of the temple, and the Most High can't dwell in an unrighteous being, man. He can't dwell in malicious souls, or the Lord does not dwell in a dirty vessel, so to speak. So them things are going to be, every last one of them are going to get those missiles, man. Because when they die in the race riots and the FEMA camps and from starvation and the famine, you better believe that the Most High is going to bring them same spirits back to be judged by that fire. Okay? And it says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching that wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither would I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves, because this is of their own mind. The Lord gave them over to that spirit, and there they go. But behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, man. And we are complaining. Like I said, man, you got 11, 12, 13-year-olds, man, inducing gene therapy, man, or whatever they want to call it. Because they're to the point of depression, to the point this system has played on the mindset of our children to make them think this is what they want to do. And then by the time they do it, they're already messed up in the mind. These people have like a 70% suicide rate and going up because they realized that it wasn't right. It went against the laws of nature. Okay? It goes against nature, period. I don't give a fuck how many times you want to cut it. It goes against nature. And if you with this and you on board with it, then hey, you're perpetuating the wickedness. And you allowing it, man, and you giving it a justifiable means. I mean, you're going to be destroyed. And it says, therefore, thus says the Lord, I will surely avenge them. Who is it talking about? The elect. And I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Note, Salakia, it says, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay, and that's the point. The Most High is getting ready to fuck this place up because of wickedness like that. All right. Acting like a motherfucking, man, that's wickedness, man. I don't even want to talk, man. I don't even want to say too much. Deuteronomy 23:1. It says, he that is wounded in the stones or have his privy members cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Okay? We know what that's talking about. Your stones goes into your testicles. Okay, scriptures say he who was wounded in the stones, man. And also the scriptures go into how men should not put on a woman's garment. Matter of fact, I think I'm looking at it. Yep, Deuteronomy 22, and I'm going to start at 5. It says, the woman should not wear that which pertaining unto a man, which technically you women ain't supposed to be wearing pantses, man. Pantses have zippers on them. A zipper is where you put your dick through and you stand up and piss, man. Why the fuck do women have pants? Women don't have penises. They don't have rods. You know? But they act like they can fuck you, man. Men have a rod, you know. He can unzip and pull his rod out and do what he got to do. You women, you got to sit down and you got to sit down and take a number 1 in or 2. So why the fuck are you wearing pants? Concept of wearing a skirt or a dress, a long dress, but so that shit can air out. Pants is known to cause yeast infections and all types of bacterial infections. And that's why a lot of your boxes stinking. It's the reason why you have a lot of STDs, man. All that yeast cramming up in that crevice of yours. Yeah, let your shit breathe, man. This is why flower dresses, sundresses are good. Especially in weather like this, wearing long dress. Let yourself air out between your legs. Of course, have your undergarments on. But when you wearing pants 24/7, you sweat. All this other shit, man. And before you know it, you smell like a goddamn fish factory, man. On 2 legs. But it says, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power. So you jakes out there putting on dresses, you basketball players, man. Zaya Wade, man, may the Most High do something very horrific soon. And I'm trying to keep my words far in between. I'm trying to, you know, monitor what I say because I know how much of a simp this damn devil is, man. Okay, I know how much he likes to condone this type of behavior, and if you speak out against it, you a problem, man. But you the fucking problem, nigga. You gotta go down, man. Okay, you the motherfucking problem of the planet Earth, and I'm getting mad. But I want to hold my composure because I really just want to scream and curse this devil out, man. To the point, talking ain't enough. You got to go down, okay? You have to have physical hands put on you by our Lord. You have to be broken without remedy, man. Okay, you're going to feel every inch of wickedness that you've ever projected in the earth. And you're going to feel it, man, with the ounce of your being. You're going to pay for everything that's wrong in this planet Earth, man. Okay, you need to feel it. And there's no going to be no mercy for you. And then the Sabbath days are going to be torturous for your ass because you're going to be too busy trying to recover on the Sabbath day so you can take your ass back to work on the next day. You got 24 hours of peace in the kingdom a week. And that's on a Sabbath because we can't fuck you up on the Sabbath. Ain't no work going to be done. But you got to believe that every Sabbath you get, we going to meditate more terror on how to fuck your ass up. Just because you get that 24-hour break or however the Lord does time, hey, that just gives us more time to think and conjure up more terror we want to put on you goddamn devils. You know, children are being poisoned. Little 12, 13-year-old boys telling their parents, oh, they identify with something else. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's not known. When I was 13 years old, man, we was chasing women around, man. Trying to get laid. Kissing and fondling and flipping and doing martial arts and doing what we supposed to do as young men and women. You know? When I was 5 years old, I wasn't thinking about fucking doing no bullshit like this, man. I was attracted to women. I was too attracted to women as a young kid. I had heavy attractions to girls, man. I remember my first girlfriend, man, and I don't know how the fuck I remember. I was 2 years old, maybe 3. I was in preschool or a Head Start, and there was a chick. We had something called Cubbies. It's like these little plastic boxes we sit in. And I used to sit there and I had a girlfriend, a little light skin. Her name was Tamisha, man. I remember it because I don't know. I just remember shit from when I was a kid. I can't remember her face, but I remember the shoes she wore because she had shoes. Like, I don't know, you sisters out there that may have older sisters. Like my sister, she used to wear these black and white shoes. They was kind of like dress shoes almost, but they was black and white and leather. Motherfucker looked like tap dancing shoes, and I think every girl had it. You know, I think every girl had a pair of those. It was as common as what they call white girl gym shoes, white girls, which were basically cheerleading shoes, but these were more black and white with the like the leather and shit on them, man. And I remember her sitting next to me with the uniform on, and she had those shoes on, and I remember that because my sister had some, you know. But that's all I can remember. But even then, I had a so-called girlfriend, okay? Because young, we was exposed to that shit. Saw our mothers and fathers kissing and all that shit. We was exposed to it, but I'm glad I had that projected on me versus the feelings of this. You know, 5-year-old girl, you know, on some John Benet Ramsey looking type shit out there. Oh, I want to be a little, you know, why? Get the fuck out of here, man. That's wickedness. Now they're teaching this shit time. Now the schools, they have probable cause to teach your kids that without consulting you. No, this is wickedness, man. Let's go to Sirach 10. This is the book of Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Well ordered of a prudent man. And Esau, you're not prudent by far. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So there you go. The elites of the societies are a bunch of freaks of nature, warlocks, witches, sorcerers, demons. So the people gonna come in the same mindset, man. Okay, monkey see, monkey do. It says, what manner of men the ruler of the city is such all they that dwell therein. So it trickles down from the top, man. Okay, it comes down from the top and it works its way on down. That's how the shit work. Like when you got a bunch of degenerates as parents, the fucking kid is gonna grow up to be a bug out, man. All types of shit into all type of manners of degeneracy, man. And then sometimes you just get those bad children. The parents can be straight as day, straight as an arrow, but yet the kids, they're still off. Why? Because the spirits that the Most High put in these people, man. Okay, these spirits are very peculiar. But 9 times out of 10, when you have a society that pushes this social engineering on children, okay, and on people as a whole, this is the collective. This is what you get. You know, and it's disgusting. And you ain't in the right spirit if you ain't mad. If you okay with this, it's because you ain't in the right spirit. And it says, and an unwise king destroyed his people. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. Who's in authority? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable, man. And who is that profitable servant? Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, because we're unprofitable, but Yahweh Shai is he's profitable because he did the impossible task as to taking on the sins of the nation of Israel. One man took the entire sins of a nation into himself, and people negate that and reject that because they don't think it's physically possible. Well, with the Most High, anything is possible, man. The Lord created it from the beginning. Remember, it's a light thing for the Most High to do things above our understanding. It's a light thing, man. Lord can snap his fingers and it should be done, but it must play out the way it is. Okay. Romans 1 and 22. It says here, because that when they knew the power, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful. And they showed that in their deeds, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Right. Oh, well, this is the culture. You know, this is everybody. Well, that everybody accepted that do as thou wilt culture. You know, also they going into the diversity. Ain't nothing diverse about this. This is just sheer wickedness, man. And there's nothing righteous about it. OK, it says professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Like I love to see when these little feminist ass bitches stand up to defend their transmission buddies. They stand up to defend these people. And they'll go through all types of so-called scientific research, all types of books, read a book on fucking bigotry, you know, or whatever, because that's really bigotry, man. Hatred. You know, they read all these books, all this study material written by a one-sided or one-minded feminist or a person that's into this type of culture. And then what happens? They stand up and they try to defend it, and then they are made to look stupid when they're confounded on the spot. Like it was one video I was watching, this dude basically shut this one chick down. She was talking that shit about how women are supposed to be equal and all this other shit, and how these people, have we mentioned in the video, had always been around. But he even mentioned that, yeah, they was engaged in human sacrifices and rituals. Bunch of demons, man. and it was not accepted openly into society. This is the reason why they hid it. Okay, because now they can just outright blatantly be this. But back in the 90s, they was hiding this shit because they know it wasn't right, man. And in their spirits, they know it ain't right. But what do? You got a punk ass Edomite that justify this behavior. Okay, like this clown, this Muppet, Joe Biden, that fucking guy, man. You a demon, man, all right? And you just die already. Straight up, man, because when we get you in the kingdom, man, bro, you gonna have fun with your stupid ass, man. That's if you ain't dead already. That's probably a fucking animated corpse or something, because that guy's completely out of his mind. All right, and I can't wait to Most High slap chains on your fucking ass and show you the judgment, because you a straight up demon and you a hateful devil. And every nigga that voted from you, you're gonna fucking die, man. All right, any nigga that voted for Biden, the Most High is gonna destroy you. Unless you repent, the Most High is going to destroy you. So hey, if you voted for anybody, or you vote, period, okay, the Most High is going to put you to death, okay, because you're taking an oath unto another God, and you ain't supposed to be doing that. So if you voted for this man and you have some type of decency and you're watching these videos, you better repent, and you better do it fucking quick, okay? You better do it quick, man. Because we told you that this administration was going to be full of demons and degenerates, and shit was just going to go left, man. This is by far the worst administration this society has ever seen. And they already said that. Okay, he's not doing nothing but forwarding what Obama's bitch ass did. Obama was on the same shit, and he's doing nothing but following in that monkey's footsteps. For all you Obama-lights out there that thought Barack Obama was for you, he didn't do a fucking thing for you niggas. Okay? He vindicated the Edomites, but he didn't do nothing for you dusty-ass niggas, man. You know, I remember when he first won back in 2008, and I was a simple-ass nigga then. I ain't know no better. But I even mentioned it. I said, look, he's getting in, but he's only going to be in to fulfill prophecy. I said that at that time because I was into eschatology then. You know, reading prophetic scriptures. I used to go to the bookstore damn near every day downtown Chicago and get into prophetic scriptures, man. That was my thing. That was my study point. That's why it's no coincidence that the Most High have called me into this faith. Lord's will, I'm chosen, hopefully, you know. But it says here, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power unto an image made like unto corruptible men, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Even animals know the aspects of nature, you know. But we're supposed to be the most brilliant and intelligent things the Most High has created. And yet we're by far the worst creation that the Most High has ever created. Okay, we're literally the worst. Okay, because the Most High gave men more of a reason than animals. Men have subconscious to act off of and do things according to their subconscious, but we're still programmed and controlled by the Most High. Okay, for us to be the most intelligent thing that the Lord has created, we're by far the stupidest, man. You know. And it says here, wherefore the Most High gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, because you had wickedness in your hearts anyway, to dishonor their bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. And amen goes into so let it be. Okay, or so be true. It says the creature is the people, the creature, the creation. Okay. When you go into creature, the root word of that is create, the creation. And it says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. Even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And we know what that is. You just seen it in the video. And likewise, men leaving the natural use of a woman. What's the natural use of a woman? To put your rod in her, have sex with her, and to put a baby inside of her and to make her your wife. Okay? Whatever you do with your woman, that's what you do outside of anal sex. You know, anal sex is wickedness. That's a form of sodomy, but you know, we don't engage in that. But the natural use of a woman, whatever, flip upside down, twister, 69, whatever you want to do, suck her toes, foot jobs, blow job, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean, you know, back rubs, whatever. If you want to have her to put on a Catwoman suit and you want to fuck her upside down, then hey, that's your business. That's the natural use of a woman. That's what they're put here for, our pleasure, man. Women are like our toys, literally. You know how you get an action figure and you play with it until, you know, you get tired of it, man. I'm not saying that you're supposed to just throw it to the side. No, I'm not saying that. But you get the point. You know, women are our play toys, man. You know, they're here for pleasure and to birth our seeds and to take care of us. Okay? In retrospect, we take care of them and make sure they're provided for. And it says here, it says, it says, and burnt in their lust towards another, men with men. So you gotta laugh at this shit from not cry. You gotta really crowd, man. You gotta laugh, man, because this shit is crazy. Men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was met. It says, and even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind, meaning void of judgment. Okay, if you were in a reprobate state of mind, you were just a total degenerate. Okay, and a reprobate, you're just gonna be wiped out, man. Okay, you're just a total degenerate, a reprobate. And to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication. And this is why Esau justifies it, because the Most High is clearly against it. We're reading it. Fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debates, man, child murderers, sacrifice, you know, and murder subliminally, man, because the mindset, envy, debate, they try to fucking, you know, defend that madness, and then deceit, because you got a lot of men, or a lot of women, a lot of men that change and they become women, and you will never know. That's why you find a lot of them laid out on truth or whatever they got, you know, a lot of this, you know, a lot of these meetups and shit out here, even in this city, you'll find a lot of them with their fucking head blown off, because the man that they was trying to trick or set up caught whiff of what they really was. And man, you know, he took your fucking head off, man, and they leave your ass where they found you. And this has been happening a lot. And you think this devil will put 2 and 2 together and say, well, this is a problem we have. Yeah, the fucking problem is you allow this shit. That's your fucking fault. You allow it, man. This is your fucking problem. You created it, man. So you got to clean it up, but you ain't going to clean it up. The Most High is going to clean you and this shit up, man. Okay? That's the problem. You're the problem. You let the shit get out of hand, and now you're trying to find a solution. You want to persecute people that want to, you know, that want to defend themselves as far as dealing with this shit. You know, what the hell you expect a man that's not in that type of mindset end up meeting up with a motherfucker that's the same gender as them, and then he find out that's not the case, and then all of a sudden he put lead in this dude to fuck him up or take him out. Then you want to arrest the motherfucker who just got tricked. You know, instead of just saying, you know what, we got to put a stop to this shit, because in Russia they kill them. They straight up deal with it on the spot. African countries out there in the Sudan, not the Sudan, but in the Congo and those African nations, they don't play with this shit, man. They don't fucking play with that like that Hamite dude. He called out, he said, you Americans, he said, you're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. You come here and try to attack us because we bring judgment on the spot for this type of behavior, but yet you don't do shit to the Russians. You bunch of fucking hypocrites. Okay, you Edomites are a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, and I can't wait to see you go. Every last one of you. From the babies to the elderly, all you are a bunch of goddamn devils, man. And don't get it twisted, man. It's because, you know, brothers be fucking with the white woman or whatever. That don't mean we give a fuck about them bitches, man. Straight up. We don't give a fuck about no Shedamite bitch. She just a goddamn bedouin. She's a concubine at the end of the day. She's unimportant to us. And if you brothers fall in love with these fucking white women, you better check your goddamn spirit, man. Okay? Even though, honestly speaking, just my personal opinion, the white woman will treat you better than your own women, because they seeing that we coming into power. But even then, so fucking fuck them too, man. Okay? Keisha and Esau, they're both in the same boat in my category. Okay? Both of them got the same shit between their legs. One just more easier to deal with than a fucking nigga woman. But you know what? The nigga woman is a goddamn demon too. Okay? And like I said, shit, if brothers don't deal with the Edomite women, you got other fucking ethnicities out there. Okay, you got the Chinese woman, you got the Japanese woman, you got the Arab woman. Deal with the Spice Castles, man. You know, Spice Castles being the Northern Kingdom. They're a bunch of demons too. But hey, take your pick. Not saying you can't deal with the Edomite woman shit. Do what you do. Do what you please. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if it's easier for you, deal with it. But hey, just know your boundaries with that. You know? And it says here, and receiving themselves that recompense of their error which was met. Even, I read that already. It says to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness. Y'all read that. Backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers without natural affections, implacable, unmerciful, because these are the very unmerciful people, man. They're hypocrites. I mean, they want you to extol mercy to them, but to you, shit, they'll crucify you if they had the chance. Who, knowing the judgment of the Most High, and these were Israelites, by the way, that we're talking about in this chapter, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them, man. So that's the point. So I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Lord's will you were edified into the next lesson. Shalom, Abba.